Thank you for coming to the We All Bless You, man.
Yo, so you ready, bro? You ready for big shot? Big shot, Chauncey Billups, bro.
حروفك الجذلاء أراقصها على شفتي صباح الحب يا لغتي صباح
Alhamdulillah, how you liking the brothers? Amazing. Alhamdulillah, man.
Great so far.
MashaAllah, man.
A lot of new faces here.
Yeah, MashaAllah, you got diversity, yeah? And a close friend. You got that guy down there, look at him, what are you doing with the kids?
أيامي وأنديتي فأنت هويتي العليا وفي عينيك ملحمتي لك الأوقات أجمعها وأيامي وأنديتي فأنت هويتي العليا وفي عينيك ملحمتي لك الحب الذي صدحت به لهواك أغنيتي رعاك الله.
Yo, man, how was that event, bro?
Alhamdulillah, bro. It was good. Alhamdulillah.
You enjoyed it, bro?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. It was nice hearing other people tell their stories about, you know, how they made to Islam, how they're remembering Allah and stuff. It made me remember Allah too, because it's so far in my life. Ever since my dad, it's like, you know, I have been going a little far, like away.
But yo, remember, just like the brother Ittisham said, you always have family with you, you know? And we're your family, subhanAllah.
It was solid 10 out of 10, but I don't think I've been to a better event in my life.
MashaAllah, man. You liked the event?
I really enjoyed that.
Jazakallah, man. Jazakallah, man. It was very good, man. Yo, I'm gonna blur your face up, but how you like the event?
Alhamdulillah, it's good. I came here for the pizza, obviously.
Yo, bro, obviously. Yo, where's the pizza at? Show that. Yeah, I should know how you like the event, bro.
Yo, I came here for the $50, bro, but like, yo, on a real, bro, it was 10 out of 10.
Jazakallah, man. Wallahi, may Allah bless you.
Yeah,
I think it's 10,000.
Yo, what do you say on the event, bro? No comment. Yeah, okay, how was the event, bro?
Pretty good, better than expected.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. It was very good. You know, may Allah bless you. Wallahi, may Allah accept our effort, man. Wallahi, it was hard. We did it, you know, alhamdulillah.
Okay, so I mean, bismillah, before I even start any of this, I'd like to say Jazakallah khair for everyone coming out. And this is mad awkward, to say the least. Like, you know, like...
I was put in a situation where it's either I choose up, where I stick to my deen, what I know is the truth, or I literally end up where everyone else is going. And it's actually funny, I was telling Saad and Kevin like the other night how there was this one night where we're all chilling, we're all hanging out, doing whatever, and basically I left probably like 20 minutes, and then right after the door went flying right off, and everyone in the house got in trouble, literally. And it was like, there was too many signs that was being shown to me. It's like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, you're really playing with life. Like, so it's like, and I'm also a person that believes that like nothing happens for a reason.
Alhamdulillah, I think it's been 4 years now. Alhamdulillah that Allah has allowed me to be like Muslim, like guided me. So, you know, it's great, it's good. It's great in the sense that the end goal, I realize where I am compared to where I would have been if Allah hadn't guided me. But man, like coming into Islam, like I realized like there's like all types of people who say like, yo, you have to do this in Islam, you have to do this in Islam, it's this and it's this.
Self-reflect and really realize that, yo, like how many times when you went to go do something negative did you really reap the benefits of it? Like, you know, and then every time when you went and did wudu and you felt light, like you felt clean, like you felt like, you know, and like you made your salah and it was like, okay. Like, you know, so it's just like, to be completely honest, like I didn't know how this whole event was gonna pan out, but I just feel like this is my little spiel, my little that I could give to you guys. It's just like really appreciate like what you guys have been blessed with. Like we all been blessed with, because we're all sitting in this room for a reason, right? And it's like even with the location, like I said, I know this area very well. You see what I'm saying? Like the start of all my foolishness was right up the road.
Everyone thinks that life is about them. I don't know, it's very interesting if you ever realize it. We are in the center of our own lives. To the left, to the right of us, to the left of us, behind us, in front of us. It's our perspective, right? We appreciate our brothers that we have around us. We appreciate the people that we get to experience with ourselves. But it's my perspective, you know? And we always like to think like, oh, my perspective is the best perspective. But it's the humility and understanding that if that person is also on that path, and even if they're not, the honor of yourself is the ability to appreciate that. You want to continue growing your honor in what it is that you value, and and you want to also have the dignity to appreciate someone for being who they are.
You have to forgive yourself. Like, you know, just realize where you are, you see what I'm saying? And don't try to, just like what Kevin was saying, don't try to use someone else as a scale. Like, you know, because like I may not be where Saad is, Saad may not be where I am, but at the end of the day, we're both striving for the same thing, right? So it's like, you gotta catch me when I slip, I'm gonna catch you when you slip. And it's just like that, like, you know, so, and what I guess I touched on it earlier, like when we're all just like, you know, having like open conversation, but when you only deal with the surface, you'll never really solve the problem. But as soon as you like hit the heart and you deal with the root of the problem, then you'll find the actual answers and like what's actually real, what's actually of substance.
Have that firm yaqeen, man, because you're gonna be tested through life. Once you say no to Betty, Barbara, Karina, and all them girls, they're gonna it's acting different. But this is the test that you're going through. You're gonna get tested. You know, they're gonna mock, they're gonna laugh, question, outcast you, say that you're lost it. But that's the part that you grow. And you go to places that you've never been. Wallahi, I'm telling you. And I've seen it with my own life. In high school, dropping the big group of brothers that I had, you know, my brother was with me. What came after that? Things, not a lot of good things. A lot of hate came, a lot of name calling came. But we persisted, you know, we made a change and we're gonna be firm on it. We're not going back. And that takes you growth. You go to places, you sit around with people that you never sat around with. But that will only happen when you make that sacrifice, man. So I'm telling you anything, Maho Guatemala, this guys here, all of us, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but we're all gonna be tested. We're all gonna be tested, whether it's with even with the good or the bad. I'm not saying, you know, your test might be different than mine. Mine may be this, your test may be, you know, something Allah gives you. Allah gives you a business, Allah gives you a store, now you're an owner, and now as an owner, you have to pay your employees, you know? So Allah might give you different tests,
and
right?
The Prophet ﷺ brought this into the best appreciation, because not only through every single hadith that you see when he interacts with the people, when he's angry, they said that the closest of the companions said, we knew when the Prophet ﷺ was angry because he had a vein that went up his forehead. And even though he would never yell at us or scream at us, this was the thing where if he was annoyed, you would see this vein. So then when they saw that vein, they said, okay, you know, no questions for today, we're gonna leave. Even though the Prophet ﷺ would never ask them to leave. But it's that appreciation that the Prophet ﷺ encompassed that. So, brothers, I would ask that when we have a conversation of if is life a game, you say yes, life is a game in the sense that I'm testing myself to see what's my high score that I can get. But life is not a game in the sense that I use people as the focal point or the tally for what I have. It doesn't matter who you know or what you know.
Broad notion we see on the media and what they depict, but it's like realistically, like you don't look at the person, look at the religion. And it's like when I would read and then I would see certain mannerisms of like the brothers that I met opposed to what I was being shown, I was like, okay, yeah, that doesn't add up. So I dived into it a little more, and then fast forward, it's been 4 years now. It's from 2015, and in the beginning, I was like, you know, I was on my deen, doing everything. And basically life happens. It was easy for me to slip back into my old tendencies. And like, you know, not to uncover certain things, but you know, life happens. And literally, I remember this one brother telling me that sometimes like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will like knock you down from like, you may be feeling like your iman may be super high. Like, you know, to the point where you may get complacent. Like you may feel like anything and everything that you do, like you can't be, like, you know, you do no wrong. Like, you know, and then you have to get knocked back down to be humbled and realize, okay, yeah, nah, I need to fix up a couple things. So, fast forward, going through life, like, you know, life kind of showed me that, yeah, you don't steer this ship. And I basically decided to jump back on and really pay attention. And so my whole thing is like when Saad was talking about his life a game, it was like I was literally playing a game with life. Like anything you want to name it, whether it's from, you see what I'm saying? Like I was there. And a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that I used to hang out with, like they're not here present today. They're like the typical story. Let's just keep it 100. Like, you know, just a typical story.
No one can understand your pain. Only Allah knows your pain. You get up in the morning and you go for Fajr, you're not like those 5 guys up there in the row. You're different because there's a struggle behind your reach. Allah's one of the names of Allah is the most appreciative. You know, you give me $5 right now, I'll say thank you. I'll say thank you, my brother. I love you. Tomorrow comes, I'll forget. You know, you may hit my car, I may charge you. I'm not gonna remember the $5 you gave me. I'll forget. Who is that? You know, Allah's the most appreciative. So we may do something for the sake of God. God will never forget. The day of judgment, inshallah, we'll see that, man.